beses ka nang lagi na lang ganyan. Kung iwasan ako'y parang ayaw akong ngadiyan. Sa susunod na buwan ako'y pagbuksan mo na sana. Kasi kahit anong mangyari ay di ako mawawala ng pag-asa. Ayaw kitang pilitin kung di ka pa handa. Sa susunod na lang, sa susunod na lang. Ayaw ko na bibitin, kaya mabuti pang ako'y uuwi na lang. Sa susunod na lang. Ayaw kitang pilitin kung di ka pa handa. Sa susunod na lang. Ikaw pa rin ang baby ko. Sa susunod na lang. Yeah, yeah.
Parang NB ang kanyang katawan, ang sarap mong titigan. Rosas ka ba? Kasi sa spaceship isasakay kita. Parang NB ang kanyang katawan, ang sarap mong titigan. Rosas ka ba? Kasi sa spaceship isasakay kita. Tayo'y pinagtagpo, ngunit hindi tinadhana. Sadyang mapaglaro itong mundo. Ingatan mo siya. Binaliwala niya ako dahil sa'yo. Nawala na lang saysay ang pagmamahal na kahit tagal ko ring binubuo, na kahit tagal ko ring hindi sinuko. Binaliwala niya ako dahil sa'yo, dahil sa'yo. Baka pwede lang kahit isang saglit, masabi lang na merong pagtingin. Baka pwede lang kahit papagsarin, sa sarili ko'y magsisinungaling. Tayo'y pinagtagpo, ngunit hindi tinadhana. Sadyang mapaglaro itong mundo. Salamat sa pag-ibig mo, lagi kang nasa puso't isip ko. Isip ko at tinaamin kong nanamimiss kita, nanamimiss kita. Sa'kin ikaw pa rin ang baby ko, ang baby ko. Kahit wala ka na sa piling ko, piling ko pangakong ipagdarasal pa rin kita, ipagdarasal pa rin kita. Tayo'y pinagtagpo, ngunit hindi tinadhana. Sadyang mapaglaro itong mundo. At aalis, magpabalik, at uulitin sabihin na mahalin. At sambitin kahit muli. Kahit hindi na totoo, maintindihan din naman kita. Kung sawa ka na, saan ka masaya? Pinagtagpo, ngunit hindi tinadhana. Sadyang mapaglaro itong mundo. Para sa sariling kapakanan, kinalimutan kahit nahihirapan. Pag-ibig na ating sinayang, pinatagpo, ngunit hindi tinadhana. Puso natin ay hindi sa isa't isa.
Bakit ganito? Ikaw lang gusto, ngiti mo sapat, masaya na ako. Bakit ganito? Ikaw lang gusto, dalhin kita sa paraiso.
5 oras na akong nag-aantay sa'yo. Nag-aabang ako sa labas ng bahay niyo.
Ibulong mo nang dapat marinig ng iba. Kay magdagot makikita kanila.
Ngayon hindi ka ba handa? Sinsa kaya sa pagtayo ko sa umaga ay hanap ko na ngiti mo na nagpasaya ka kahit natagpuan kita.
Kanina pa kita tinitingnan, kanina pa kasi ko nang gigigil dyan. Kanina ko ba kasi iniisip na di ako hindi ka titigman.
Huwag mo na lang sanang isipin na katulad ako nila. Ang gusto ko lang naman talaga sa'yo ay mahalin ka.
Sama sa habang buhay, pero kailangan muna maghinay-hinay.
Alam ko naman kasalanan ko, o sinayang ko.
Basta sa akin ka sumama na, di na ko maghahanapan ng iba.
Huwag mong pansinin ang mga nagkatingin sa ating dalawa, sa ating dalawa.
Bakit ganito? Ikaw lang gusto, hindi mo sapat,
Masaya na ako.
bakit ganito? Ikaw lang gusto, dalhin kita sa paraiso.
Kay ganda ang binibini, ikaw ang gusto ko, walang ibang pinili. Oh, kay ganda ang binibini, ikaw ang gusto ko, walang ibang pinili.
Meron akong tinatago, di ko lang maamin. Pagdating kasi sa'yo, ako'y mahihain. Pero kahit anong oras mo ako tawagin, darating ako, sobrang lakas mo kasi sa'kin. Ewan ko kung paano ko bibit-bitin yung pagtingin ko. Bibiritsin ng inumin, yung tapang ay wala pa rin. San ko ihiramin, kahit maglasing wala rin kung pagising ko. Kaya pa rin ako na magmahal pa, kasi nasaktan na parang wala na kung ibang gusto kundi kumanta. Dala ko wala na kung pag-asang maka Medyo matagal na rin tayong hindi nagkita, kaya ngayon alam mo ba na miss na kita. At di ka, dapat pang malungkot, please ngumiti ka. Sa'yo ako ay nananabik na, baby, ako'y pauwi na. Sana hayaan mo ko na ngayon kita masolo. Mayakap ka ng todo at kaintang parang loro. Pero kung talagang ayaw mo, edi wag na. Para mo na rin pinatunayan na duwag. Huwag kang magangamba kung iiwanan ka na niya. Huwag kang mag-alala kasi marami pang iba. Idaan mo lang sa tawa kasi magpakatanga. Hanggang sa masanay ka na kasi ganyan talaga sila. Baka di mo alam na hindi nabilang sa daliri ang binibining sasaktan ka lang. Kaya easy ka lang, huwag ka magpakahibang. Huwag mong gawin dapat maramdaman. Dahil di mo rin naman kayang suklian ang pagmamahal ko. Magkaibigan lang ang turingan, pero ako'y nasasaktan kahit na walang tayo. Nasasaktan ako kahit na walang tayo. Nasasaktan ako kahit na walang tayo. Walang tayo, walang tayo. Sexy lady with, pero sa akin pala ka hindi ka bagay sa tulad kong simpleng rapper. Piliin mo ko, patunayan mo may taste ka. Panalo ka na tsaka sure ka, baby boy, na safe ka. Pag sa'kin ka na punta love, hindi ko na need mag-pedicab. Sakay na sa chikot ko na dalang na pinahiram ni dad. Wag mo sanang iisipin ano ba kung gusto ko lang kasi makasigurado. Sa unang tingin at sa unang kita, masasabi mo agad na pambihira. Kasi iba talaga, grabe ang ganda. Binibining pinakamabisa. Iba ang datingan, di pangkaraniwan. Lalo pag nakita mo ng malapitan. Kasi iba talaga, grabe ang ganda. Binibining pinakamabisa.
Natapos na ang lahat, dito pa rin ako. Hetong nakatulala sa mundo, kung saan ka nabalik. Sana'y malaman mo, hindi sinasadya. Kung ang nais ko ay maging malaya, ang nahihirapan na namin pero di pinag. Ilang ikaw ang mababahala, bulong ng isip, wag nang pakawalan. Kahit na kahit na tumingin ka sa iba, magmahal ka ng iba, magbubulag-bulagan ako. Masakit man ito dito sa puso. Paalam na aking mahal, kahirap sabihin. Di ako matatakot, mahihiya. Ano man ang sabihin nila, binaliwala niya ako dahil sa'yo. Kung talaga Ito nang huling araw, halik, ito. Baby, wag ka nang mag-alilangan pa. Alam mo naman talaga na kailangan ka. Ang katulad mo'y matagal kong hinahanap at gusto kong makita, yeah. Gusto kong makita isang dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina. Dalagang Pilipina, yeah. Isang dalagang Pilipina. Wow, baby, nais kong makita yung dalagitang Pilipina. Nakilala ko noon sa social media. Nakakaakit siya, kaya ingat ka dyan, saan ka na naman? Di ko maiwasang tumingin sa iyong liwanag. Nadarama na naman sa iyong apoy. Bakit ba laging hinahayaan? May lakad ka ba mamaya?
mamaya? Pwede ka ba makasama sa paggagala? Kung sakaling di ka pwede sa bagay, meron din akong ginagawa. Siguro nga napapaisip ka, ba't ako nangangamusta? Ilang araw ka na naroon sa panaginip ko, nag-aalala lang ako baka saan ka mapunta. Pero mukhang ayos ka naman, di na kita abalahin pa. Ilang naman namin pa ba ang dapat para patago kang mag-alala sa'kin? Habang pinapantasya lamang nila ay maskara mo sa gabi at pitaka mo sa umaga. Doon ka sa likod ng kolorete, pag di nangangahulugan sa salitang paraiso para sa'kin. Ba't kaya kayamanan ko pa din kinikilala ang iyong pagtawa? Kahit nasa puso man ay nandusay na natawagan mo na lang ulit ako kapag hindi na kayo magkasama. May nakita kong isang babae, di ko manimutan ang kanyang imahe. Ano ba ang iyong pangalan noong nakita kita? Ako'y di mapakali, gustong mahawakan ang iyong mga kamay. Hanggang ngayon hindi mapaligay, sana ikaw ay makasabay. At nang malaman ko ang pangalan mo, nang ikaw ay makilala ko.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom, and that is Ruth from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Let me scoot it over a little bit more. There, what's wrong? She's hitting me. Okay, there you go. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this morning? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Joe and Jeannie, good morning.
Maureen,
Michelle, and Ken, good morning. You notice the height and how small I look. I'm sitting in the chair, and Ruth is sitting in the chair. I'm just adjusting this accordingly. Okay, good. It works perfect. Cecil Bill, good morning. Oh, we've got to have you in a picture, honey. This is Tom and Ruth. It ain't Ruth and Tom, or Ruth only. Maureen, good morning. Joe and Jeannie, good morning. How is everything, guys?
Ken Unger.
Ken Unger, good morning. How is everything? Paul Rosario. How you doing, Mr. Paul? How is everything?
Whoop, whoop, Christian.
Whoop, whoop. Christian Martinson, Joe and Jeannie. Good morning, Joe. Brother Joe. Jim and Rose. Yeah, it was rolling earlier today at 7:52. Good morning, Jim and Rose. How you doing, Mr. Jim? How is Manila? And how you like being back home? Rax, good morning.
Mark King.
Mark King. How you doing? Mark King, I tell you what, those videos you sent me are something else. Chi Torres, good morning. How you doing, Miss Chi? Ken Unger again. Christian Martinson. Maureen, Michelle. Good morning. How is everybody? How you like that country music? I was going to put that on and decided that what is that, Tagalog? I got to tell you, that's really nice having that available. There's some great singers here.
Kevin Nash there.
Good morning, Kevin Nash. How you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome. How was everything? We changed it up a little bit. We moved away from the router, hopefully to get better service. We'll see how that rocks and rolls today. So hopefully it will get good service and everything will be okay. My wife and I yesterday, we had a lot of little projects we're doing around the house, and it got to where, that's the thing. I won't say, like, it's like you get into one project and you find, oh, I should have done this one first and that first and this, that, and other. But I finally cut down some stuff yesterday. What's for dinner, Ken Unger? What are you eating, Ken Unger? Hey, Kevin. Kevin Nash, what are you cooking? Mark King, what did you have? Kevin's going to have pizza.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Mark King's going to have ice cream. Pizza. Mark King sent me this one I showed you yesterday about the no-bake donuts. And that's a good one. So how is everybody today? Chi Torres, good morning. How's it going, Miss Chi? How is everything with you? Hopefully you're doing well. Look, I have my coffee and I'm set. And as long as I have that, I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing with the relationships in your life? Like, I find that people are a little on edge now, understandably so, because can't do what you want to do when you want to do it. Like, I'm under quarantine, not quarantine, I'm under lockdown. In other words, I can't leave and go out because they have 60 and above and 20 and below.
16?
60 and above and 20 and below
Wow.
has to stay at home, which is fine, but it's like, oh no. So a lot of projects will get done around here. I told you, you saw the video about the can of spray paint of that elastic stuff we got. It was like, do you think that stuff worked? You think it worked? Part of the
I
roof?
would check.
Anyway, it was pouring in one section, but
I forgot.
yeah, okay. Mark King is saying, I'm not having any ice cream. I don't have any, and I don't have for dinner.
Ogre, good morning.
Ogre, good morning. How you doing this morning? Yeah, ant crawling on my shirt. Why did ant get in here? It's Uncle Tom's metal cabin. Yeah, exactly. I'm in my metal cabin. Power went out yesterday. How long was it, honey?
From 2 o'clock to 8:30.
2 to 8:30. Thank goodness my Uncle Tom's cabin had a power.
Kelly power.
Yeah, we had. It was like it was so dark outside, man, and everybody's using lantern and flashlight. And I said, I wish I had $1 million. I would supply. I would build me a big solar plant. I would supply power for all around here that I could. I really would, and I'd give it to them for free if I had the money, because they're out in the street. It's dark. You can't even see your hand in front of your face. It's that dark out. It does get dark here, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's dark everywhere, I guess. Uncle Tom's cabin. Jim and Rose, good morning. How is Jim and Rose doing? Jim, how you liking the Philippines? Back home, back with your wonderful families, everything. We do what we normally would be doing. It seems like, Ken, there's
Lots of restriction.
yeah, many restrictions, and there's so many people that seems to be, they're angry kind of, you know. People that I normally would not find them angry, you're angry. And he pays them every day. I see we lost the stream, but it's okay. Good morning, Judy Fisher. Christian, good morning. Ogre. Tom, what is trick or treat like in the Philippines?
And they don't have the trick or treat here because
They don't do it.
Halloween celebration for Filipino.
Your head. So on Halloween, they go, which they won't go this year. Haven't had any yet. Last year we had a few. Sometimes you'll get a few people from the mountain that come down that will come to your house, you know, and they'll ask for money. And they'll literally, you have to have your gate locked. They will come. And that's one of the main reasons I put up the fence. But, being here in the Philippines, you have that wake up moment where you say, oh, I got to fit in that tricycle, or I got to get in that tricycle. How can I do that? What is the best way for me to get in there? And I think the hardest thing for me, that was the transportation was an issue. I said, okay, I need to buy a car. I need to buy a motorcycle. I need to buy this. I need to buy that. And it was something that for me, it was kind of hard for me to do or deal with. Gary T, great question. Yeah, so tipping point when you told yourself I'm home. Good question, Gary. It is a good question. It literally took me a year. I had a point to where I was saying to myself, why are they doing it like that? And I had to catch myself eventually saying, who cares how they do it? Where I'm not in USA. Stop thinking you're in USA. Stop with that Western attitude. Stop with that Western stupidity that you have. It's the way it is, and deal with it. You know, and I had a hard time with a lot of stuff. What do you mean I can't get coffee? You can't get the coffee you want. I can't get fresh, ground, Folgers coffee? No. Okay, what do I have? Instant? Well, you know what? I've learned to deal with instant. I'm drinking instant coffee now. Do I get Folgers? Yes. I buy it when I can. I buy it when I can get it. But normally it's hard for me to get a lot of the stuff because I'm in the province, and I'm not in CDO or Davao. So it's really hard for me to get a lot of the stuff. I can go to Valencia, but it does not mean that they're going to have fresh ground coffee there, or coffee. Ground coffee, even Folgers coffee or Maxwell House or anything like that. They have their version here that they do. It's a little bitter for me personally, and you have to add more sugar to it. But even the sugar doesn't take out the bitterness. It's like bitter melon. Yeah, if you ever had bitter melon, it just. Anna Luke, good morning. Good morning. How is everything? Thanks, Ken. Hope you're well. Just trying to see how long it took for Tom to feel like he was home. Gary T, it did. It took me about a year to overcome. Believe it or not, sure that you can buy tools at Surrey Hardware. Even I talked to Filipino. They don't last. They just don't last. It's just the quality is not there. They just don't last. Good question. So, good morning, Rena.
Good morning.
How you doing this morning?
Kevin T.
Kevin T, good morning, good morning. My wife and me have a problem with PLDT internet since September also. I have to tell you, it is so frustrating for me to do a live stream, and that thing's on and off and on and off and on and off. And it gets to the point to where it frustrates me, really. We had it out with the internet guy. We had an argument. And he's telling me this, and I'm telling that. So I had to prove to him. And come to find out, it's not his fault. It's PLDT. He buys blocks of PLD service. And he has sent the technicians out. And come to find out, it was PLDT's problem. And he was right. It was their problem. It's not him. I'm spinning terribly. Anyone else? Nope. It's good here, Judy. Yeah, it's good here. Good morning. Timothy Certain, good morning. Do the girls bring their friends and family on their first dates in the Philippines? Yes, they do. A lot of them will. We'll ask Ruth. Ruth, do they bring their girlfriends and stuff on dates?
Not all. Like, if they will bring someone, I think in only one, just for chaperone, like that.
Yeah. Is it the older you see bring it, or the younger?
Younger.
Younger will bring, with olders will not, right? Unless they bring their kids. They have kids or something they're meeting. Not normally, but yeah, younger will. Yes. When I met Ruth, she was by herself.
Jeb Jam.
Jeb Jam. Good morning, Jeb Jam. How you doing, Jeb? Good morning. Good morning.
Assigned to sell the business. Sorry, sir, out of stock.
Yeah, Gary T. That's exactly right. It got to the point where it was like that's exactly today may be gone. You may not. You may have to wait a couple of days. It's okay. They ran out of TV cards. I had no TV. And so they ran out of cards. And so you could not turn your TV on. And so we do ours by a card. You just put the code in, turn it on for 30 days. Well, how can you run out of those? Well, they did. None in town. Ken Unger, good evening. He's saying hi. James and Jebby. James, how you doing today? Thank you so much for the cake order, my good friend. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Bluish, Gary T. Live stream offline. Is it offline? It's showing good here. Let's see. Yeah, it should be back online. Tom, looks like several others are too. Yeah, I know, Judy, but it's okay. Hang in there. I'm going to keep going on the stream today. I received emails from about 15 people the other day, angry that I stopped the stream. Said, go forth. Don't give up. Our stream was fine. And you kept saying some wrong stream. And it was fine where they were at. They were in USA. One was in Denver, Colorado. I think a couple of other ones were in Mexico, and I forget about Ohio, Florida. My buddy Stuck. There's a lot that said it was still on, Tom. You may be showing down there, but it was still on unless it had a big delay of 10, 15 minutes because they watched it, they said. So, Paul Rosario, good morning. How you doing? I'm getting a lot of too. So just refresh. Yeah. So Maureen, good morning. Mark King, How's Maureen doing today?
So Rosario, have
Paul.
an awesome day, everyone.
Hey, Paul, how is it up there in your neck of the woods? You have problem with your internet?
Where he at?
He's
Manila, right?
up. Yeah, he's up in Manila. You're up in Manila, right?
Bayawan?
Yeah.
That's him in Bayawan, right?
Yeah, aren't you in? Yeah, Bayawan. Is there? What is that? Starlink is here doing tests too for their internet.
Dito.
Dito's here. Yeah, Dito's here in town. We're slotted for March to have it. If they come, you know, if PLDT's here, fine. If it's not here, it's okay. I mean, we're under that situation. We'll figure it out accordingly. I mean, eventually it'll come fine. I mean, you know, just that. I told the guy 2 years ago I had better internet I ever had in my life, but I come on this last 6 months. Yeah, because kids,
too many
students and kids on it. Yeah.
clients he put on limited.
Yeah. Gary C, good morning. Jailbirds, Gary C. Where did we meet? Jail. Joke. Gary C, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for coming on. Long time no see. Gary T, has everyone asked you to be godparents? I heard that could get pretty complicated. We've not been asked for godparents, have we? For the children?
Mm-mm.
No. It can get complicated.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But we have for wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
One last year.
Yeah. So we were how can you say sponsors to the weddings and things like that. I tell you one thing about it here that I really love.
We call that one here Nino and Ninang, like for the wedding, like godmother, godfather for the wedding.
Yeah. We noticed a lot of times too, we'll get asked to be sponsors and help sponsor the wedding. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, come on. You can give them
sponsor that money involved.
No, it's not necessarily money.
Different words sponsor here.
Yeah, no, I don't mean money.
You put that one sponsor your name as a godmother and godfather.
Yeah.
Godmother and godfather in.
And that's okay. I don't. I mind it. What I love about here is if a family member has a child, they're not able to take care of it. You can actually give it to your cousin, niece, nephew, aunt, uncle, whatever, and they'll take care of that child. And that happens a lot here in the Philippine culture. A grandma may be taking care of somebody else's child, a lady across the street, because they're not able to take care of them financially, whatever. And I have to say that helps them a lot. Her family is good like that.
Godmother, godfather wants the little kids do for christening. Like your godmother, godfather, then every time the baby has birthday, you have to give gift.
I see.
That's different.
That's a different meaning. Yeah. But a family member can take care of that other family member, meaning that they can raise that child in any age. It doesn't matter. The child could be 16 and still need help, school, whatever. But we find that her family is really open that way, and they help a lot of families, I have to tell you. I wouldn't begin to say how many her fathers help raise that's not his children. And God bless him. God bless him. He's a Christian man for sure. And for sure he has raised many children that's not his. And our family is raising children that's not theirs. And shout out to my wonderful family here. And we got family members doing that now. So, yes, all the time. Ken Unger, yeah, you're only a few seconds, so no big deal. Yeah, if it's in and out, I'm sorry. It's nothing I can do about it. I pay all the money I can pay. If they said, give me $100, give me $200, I'd do it. Said new antenna, I bought a new antenna. New wire, bought new wire. Need new modem, I'll give you the modem. They gave me a modem. This number 5, 6 modems in the last year. Brand new, too, coming out of the box. So we've had to do that. We've had to kind of and he has spent actually a lot of money. Climbing tree, not climbing tree, coming out here, sending guys out here. The guy has spent a lot of money. So I will always, listen, If PLDT and I get DTO or whatever in my house, and I got 3 or 4 companies here, I will always keep this guy because he was always did the best he could do. You know, because see, that's I'm talking about relationships. Are you in a relationship enough? Would you keep that guy? Here's something. What would you guys do if someone you give them a $20 bill and they give you change of 100 back? Would you keep the money, or would you give the money back to the person? What would you do?
Should give it back.
Right. If you see a lady in the street that fell, would you go help her, or would you let her get up herself? Would you see if someone fell on the ground across the street, would you go help them, or would you let them fend on their own? Or they have a flat tire and you have a pump. Would you help them or just walk away? What kind of person are you as a person, right? I think horrible relationships, I just tolerate it. I think I'm horrible with relationships. I'm just tolerated. Amen. No, James, you're a great guy. I was laughing at you yesterday so much on JG's stream. I rewatched it. We were mowing the yard yesterday, and we had family over yesterday morning. So, yeah, I can understand that. Bill Pruitt, I finally got some free time, so I'm here. Hi, Bill Pruitt. Bill Pruitt, good morning. Yeah, Bill, our internet's been on and off, as you can see. Hopefully it's still on. Bit rate dropped, so it's getting ready to go off here in a second. It'll come back on. Hello, Bill Pruitt. I heard there could be a lot of sponsors for a wedding. Yes.
Yeah.
Guaranteed there can be, yes.
Sometimes they have
Yeah.
12 partners sponsor
Yeah.
on the wedding.
Yeah. We've been sponsors.
It depends
We've been
on
sponsors.
the
care.
how to say. It depends
Their
on
family,
the
so-
budget for the person
Yeah.
to get married, because sponsor, they will pay for that per head for
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
So if they can afford to pay to get many sponsor, they can get so many as they can, as long as they can pay the food per
Yeah,
head.
we listen. It's just money, really. If you have it, it's just money. Money's just a tool. I'm not really a holder of money. I'm not really a holder anymore of material things. I used to be, guys. I used to be a honey. I hoard the money, and I would, keep them. My cars, my house, my tool. Man, I was a hoarder of all that stuff. It's just material, and I realized I don't need it. I have freedom now. I don't need any of that stuff. I actually feel better, and I think this what broke my thoughts is getting rid of all that stuff. You know. And when I left USA, I left it behind. I came here and started all over. And here too, started all over here, because this is really messed up in USA.
Yes,
It's-
Coco.
It was really messed up in USA. I have to tell you, it's really messed up. I was going down some bad roads. I was going down bad paths in a way. Not a bad paths, not like stealing or anything, but I'm talking about. I was getting more introverted. I didn't want to go and do anything. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do things. But I said, I've got to get out of this. I'm going like this instead of like this. So, yeah, yes, we took care of her brother, 2 children for 3 years when they were OFWs. Kevin T says, oh, I'm sorry. I'll get back up to the message. Sorry about that. But Kevin T, that's exactly right. Judy, that's a big responsibility. Judy says that be prepared to take that child and raise it if needed. I'm not going to say how many, but it's more than you would think that her
Now,
father.
for here, as what you to be a godfather or a godmother on the christening day of the baby is not mean that if the parents is passed, you will be responsible to raise the kids, because that kids has still a lot of family,
Uh-huh.
like auntie, uncle, cousins, like that. But it's not really necessary that you're responsible when you do grandfather or ninang. That's what they call ninang, ninong here. It's not mean that you are the one responsible if the parents pass. So still the responsible is for the immediate family of the kid.
And 2, when you're raising a child, all of a sudden the child may be knocking at your door, and the family member will say, or neighbor or someone will say, can you raise? Because I cannot. And sometimes you have to make that decision. Can you, and will you, and are you going to? And you'll find that I would say 70-80% would say yes, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're in US that they will ask you to be a godfather of the kid.
No, I'm talking about if you're familiar, you're around this neighbor, and say Noonie has a child and not able to raise over here. Says, what do you do? Would you raise that child?
Mm, I don't know.
Yeah, but they do, they do, and I know instances here where I know of a couple of Americans that actually took children in from their in the family that they're not able to raise them and take care of them, and they took
But
them
here
in
you cannot say that you are really accept that. What's
because
this? Because here in the Philippines, you have need legality to
well, you go to
adopt that one.
DSWD, yeah.
You cannot do like accept from parents to you directly. You
Well,
have to go
here's a
first.
prime example. Say, for instance, somebody in your family, they have some children not able to raise right now. Would your family take them in?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about
It's depend
DSWD.
on the.
So,
It's depend on the if you are related to that person, but
well,
not
that's what I'm
necessarily
saying.
like
I'm talking
neighbor.
about relations. I'm talking about relations with that person. And if you don't have that relationship with them and a neighbor comes over, it does get in legality. I mean, a prime example is the auntie. Same
Mm-hmm.
situation. You know, lady is like that also. So I think a lot of times what happens is you have to make that decision. Can you do it and will you do it? And of course, age has a lot to do with it too. How old you are. You know, you have the patience to do it, right? But you're right, Judy. It's a big responsibility. It just goes way beyond just giving a present for birthday, Christmas. You're exactly right. Yeah, and you're right, Judy. And it gets to the point to where it overwhelms.
But you are not forcing to give.
No.
Only freely you give if you want, but they're not. What's that? Forcing you to give during that time
Well, you know, here.
because you don't have like here. If you go for the one is doing that one commonly is for Catholic Church because if they're doing like the christening day of the baby, they have to go legality for the christening of the kid. So all the grandmother and the godfather should be written on the like they are doing for seminar on that one for legality of that one of being a godfather and godmother, but you are not they're not forcing you to give if this kid is grown and it was a like a special day, special occasion like birthday. It's up to you like that.
I have a friend that his wife is a teacher, and one of the children was they're in Jinsan, and teacher was saying that you know, where's your mama and papa? Well, my mom and papa's gone. I'm at grandma's now. So the teacher ended up really trying to take care and tried to go through the process of adoption, but had to get approved from the grandma and this, that, and other, and grandma for her to do it because grandma couldn't do it. Grandma just couldn't do it. But anyway, the teacher has the child under the law and under, you know, the process of taking that child. But it does happen. You'll find that quite a bit. So how much did your free time cost you? That's exactly right. Jeb Jam. Kevin, but I tell you what, 2 children for 3 years, good for you, man. OFW, good for you. Jeb Jam, I'll give the money back. Bill, how much your free time cost you? Mark King, if someone give me more than I should, I'd be getting back. I tell them no, they gave me too much and give it back. I write a check for $10 and cash teller $100. I told that's too much. Mark King, that's happened to me. That's happened to me. I was at a 7-Eleven and that happened to me one time right before I come here, and the lady gave me change for 100, and I didn't give her. I only gave her 20, and she gave me change for 100. I said, "Ma'am, it's too much. Your till will come up short." But it does happen. Happy birthday to Jebe. That's right, Jebe. May you have all the desires of your heart. Happy birthday, Jebe. And we will sing a song to you, Jebe, but it will not be on YouTube. No, I'm kidding.
It's on Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. Happy birthday on Friday. Gary T, so you expect relatives to come over at 1 a.m.? Joke. Hold on. The light is off, Gary T. It's like you said. Motel 6. Come. The light is on. Well, the light will be off. They cannot come to my house. Ah. But you know what? They do. They do, and they will. And a lot of times it's you know how that is. Maureen, happy birthday. Gary T. So you expect relatives. James, nothing. Rose even brought me a case of guilt-free beer because we had a great financially today, and we're celebrating. Bill Pruitt, congratulations. Bill, you're a good guy. Bill is a good guy, and Bill's a giver. Bill never meets a stranger. He never meets a stranger. He's such an open personality. James is too. Gary T, Gary C, all of it. Kevin Ash is too. Kevin Ash, my pen pal in Singapore had sponsors to go to school. She had to go to Dumaguete and take a ferry boat and stayed there Monday through Friday. And that happens too. Ruth and I wanted to sponsor a couple of the kids from the college, but now we can't because of the honey badger. But we were going to sponsor.
He don't want to far from the mama.
Yeah, he don't want to be far from the mama.
I talked to the mama and she said he cannot do because he don't wants to be far from Papa because his Papa's good.
But we would help. We have a vacant house, so we would help someone in need. Then we have, of course, you know. I mean, they'll dig a ditch, whatever you need to do. They stay at your house, but they don't want. Some don't want to get away from mama. Ken Unger, happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday. Errors, Kevin Ash. Edward McIntyre, good morning. Good morning.
Marky Shoemate.
Marky Shoemate, good morning, sure. How you doing? How is Marky? Good to see you, my good friend. Edward McIntyre, I know the difference between Philadelphia, USA, and the Philippines. Welfare system is different. Family and friends become more relevant in the Philippines. Edward, you are right. Family and friends, they'll go the extra mile here when they need to go the extra mile. And that's what I really like about the Philippines is they will pick up the need. Don't you find that?
Even that's only
food, hunger.
Only friends to the friend, but it's all become your friend also. If like some happen, like common here is like someone pass on the family, this friend go there and what's that? To be with the family.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Even whatever is far that one, as long as they have bacon,
I forgot about that.
They can go that far.
And they may stay a year.
Yeah.
Or 2 years.
They will.
Yeah. Huh? Family helping friends, friends helping family. They may come to you and stay. Stay at your house for sadness, or happiness. Stephen P. lives up in Luzon, and that's what he did. His wife's sister lost her husband, and she had a beautiful house where she's at. She is now living with her sister and him at the house because there's nothing there at her other house. So she wants to sell it because it reminds too much of her husband. So it's true. Gary C. Carrot cake. Kevin Ash is saying carrot cake. I don't know. I don't know what Jabby ordered. Gary C. My girlfriend and I are godparents to her sister's child. Gary C. Oh, okay.
That's common here.
Yeah, that's common. Good morning, Marky. Marky, how you doing? How is everything? Good to see you.
Marky Shoemate and John Shoemate.
John Shoemate. Yeah, two different ones. John Shoemate, Marky Shoemate. Marky and John, parents the better, and have an awesome day. Thank you. Yeah, Judy, you're right. You're exactly right. No one forced you, but being and accepting a godparent comes with a lot of responsibility. It's not just for the show. Exactly. That's exactly right. You're right about that. And
they like you as who you are like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. You'll find that most of the time, I noticed too. Does your father took care of the family that needed they would be there or close to him, and I noticed they all really respected your father.
Mm-hmm.
They still do to this day, even though your father's gone. The respect is unbelievable. How. And they would often talk about her father and how, and I'm talking, these are men now. They're men now. They were boys then, of course, but they really respected her father for what he did. I mean, your father had 9 children or something. So
9 children.
9 children, and he takes in more.
when
Shout out to him.
my
God bless
what's
him.
that? When our youngest brother, a twin, said brother and sister, 1 year and a half, my mom was go vacation.
Yeah, that's right. Grandma went on vacation, just never come back. So not only did the father take care of the 9 children, plus he took care of a few more. And did he not take care of them? But they highly respected him, and he took care of all their needs. And shout out to him for that. How did he do it? I don't know. He's a good man, I can tell you that.
When we did not reach
It's still really wonderful children, and you know what? And I say this about him. I don't know him, but I know this. He demanded respect.
mm-hmm.
He demanded respect. Bill Pruitt, good morning. Mark again, good morning. Rose and I have about 6 god kids in the Philippines, but we never send gifts. We're only there for the emergencies. In 12 years, they've never asked for anything. Good people. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
like
that's
that.
exactly right.
They just want you to be good father.
Yeah.
Like,
We we've noticed that here during this time, we noticed that there seems to be a lot of people moving in, helping each other. Let me say that. So they're pooling their money and pooling their resources together as families, and I love that here. That's what they do. Jam, James, you make me laugh. You make me laugh. He had a hat on yesterday. He's sitting there on the screen. I know what he's doing, and James funny. If when James lives here, when he comes here and he lives here, it's going to be something else. Can you imagine me and James and Rick and Ollie and all of us together? It's going to be something. It's going to be something else.
who will be here?
He's coming.
Rick Morris, right?
Yeah, Rick Morris is a bunch. Tom Shipman. Can you imagine all of us together? And there's a few more. Oh, Mr. Mike T is going to be here. And Slim Jim. Slim Jim's going to be here. We'll get old Slim. He'll be over here. So we'll get them all together. Get all the guys together. And I'm missing 2, 3, 4 more here. But anyway, that's awesome.
Different.
Yeah, my wife is something else. She's a handful. Amen. She decided that she's doing something a little different now too. She's doing cakes, and she's busy, and I commend her for that, being busy. But sometimes do not overload yourself.
I still have order for the November because the one Christian sponsor.
Yeah.
Christian Martinson, the one that's.
Oh yeah, Christian
He will
Martinson.
give
Yeah. Christian Martinson.
cake
Christian,
for
thank you
them.
for that. You know the smiles on the kids' faces when they get that cake. By the way, she did one for the church, and I don't even know how long I lasted. It was really huge, 2-tier huge. It lasted a short period of time. Within 5 minutes, it's gone. Guarantee saying bank teller gave me $20 too much. I told her. She said I don't make a mistake. I said okay. Kevin T, did you keep it? You know what?
Have you experienced that one when you buy at the store? Then
I've experienced that. Lady told me
You
no. I
give
said no. You're gonna be short.
here, like I give 200 peso bill like that. Then I should pay for 70 only, and she gave me more than the money I gave. Then I said, "Why are you giving me too much?" She
Yeah,
said, "Really?"
yeah.
Yeah, because I have only 200. I give you 200, and you give me more than 200. Oh, I did not know that. There's sometimes like that.
Yeah. Well, we often have that happen too, where I was in a supermarket business. You guys already know this, and the girls count their tails before and after, and the girls come back. I don't know how I'm short. I don't know how I'm short. You know, to be short. Some would be short $100. Some would short more. Some less than that. And one always, a dime. She was always upset. I'm a dime short. And I would say, don't worry about it. And even the $100 one, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. We'll find it out. You're not going to get fired. Don't worry about it. But It's where they've given money out back a little bit more than they should have, or things like that. I can't take Bill. That's awesome. Congratulations. Hi, Marky, Jeb Jam, Tom. I can't take any kids these days, but I can give the family a job to support themselves. Yeah, yeah. James, aren't you having 2 more twins? Right? I heard you're having twins. Jebe.
It's too much.
James. I can just imagine. James, I love kids. Bill, you know what? It's kind of like they break that ice, don't they? The beautiful kids are a blessing, really. They really are. Before, when I was in USA, when I was a kid.
But did you know that RR asking? But Daddy, I observed that so many people cannot afford to buy clothes, but why they have so many kids?
Why are they hungry, and why do they have pregnant again another kid? I said, I don't know, or maybe they don't know how it works. She goes, but Daddy, why would someone have a child and they can't clothe and feed them? And said, how do they do that? And I said, I don't know, honey. She goes, I said, something's broke somewhere. I said, maybe here? And she said, I don't know, but we're around that. We see it around in our environment we're in, and they have another kid, and they can't afford the ones that they have. James, I was never a kid, Bill Pruitt is saying. Children in the Philippines have a very rough life, Ken Unger is saying. Like the stress of parents not having money. Takes a toll of shame, but this way it is. Ken, you're right. You're right. And not enough rice, not enough food. Not enough. Here's something there's a lot of. Either parent is missing or gone for whatever reason. It's all put on that lady or husband, and it's really a stress. They don't have food, and we're running through that ourselves on a few families, and we're trying to help that along and help them along with that. But it's stress. You don't really realize sometimes you can adopt families and not know you adopt the family. You kind of know what I mean by that, right? Take the horse to water, either he drinks it or don't drink. A lot of the families here, you have to be careful on gifts and giving when you have children sitting at home and they could have a job doing something and they don't want to work. So that happens sometimes too. You got a 17-year-old child, he could get a job in the field hauling whatever, right? And he doesn't work. So that happens too. Bill, my mom calls kids a good distraction. James, I'm going to lock you in a room full of little girls, including your own, and until you come out and be a kid person. Exactly. It'll turn you into a kid. A kid will turn you into something. Listen, I had one grab my hand at church. He wouldn't let go. He would not let go. And when his hand was falling, he would come back up and grab my hand and hold on to my hand. And it was kind of a tender, special moment, you know. And he was just looking and staring at me. And he kept staring and staring and staring. It was a special moment. And how old is he, honey? 2?
4.
Is he 4? Okay. Just really a special moment. And I go, wow, it was nice. Christian, you're welcome. We'll come for more in December. Yes, Christian. And thank you so much for what you do. Because that, I'll just tell you, it's okay with Christian. Christian said, I will give money for cake for children for their birthday, for the month, right? So the children in that month gets a cake. And the children really, 16 and below, the children appreciate it. You don't, oh, what, they go run up, oh, can I, you know, they start, the little hands are pawing the table, little hands are going all over. Can I taste it? The little fingers are going up there. What is it? What is it? What is it? So you see that, and it just brings a smile. And they can't wait. Their little hands are just like, you know, like that. So thank you. Ken, what's the good news today? Jeb Jam has asked Ken Unger. The good news today is 2 sales, $1,254. Congratulations, Mr. Ken. $1,254. Congratulations, Ken. Congrats. I'm happy for you, man. I hope you make $1 million. I really do, because you're a good guy. And, you know, I'd buy a car from Ken. I would buy a car from Ken because he has that he has good personality. He'll take care of it. In other words, if there's a problem, he'll take care of it. It's not going to be one of those guys to walk away. Everson salesman one time did that to me, and I said, "I'll never buy a car from you again." He goes, "Okay." I sell enough anyway. He didn't last long in the car business. Kevin T is saying, I hear they'll make, $1,254. Kevin T says, I hear they will make 20 peso coins soon because people make mistake 50 for 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard that too. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Ken, that's awesome. The pot of gold's getting heavier every day. James, car sales are rocking, at least for now. Yeah, I saw that, and I hear home sales are too. I hear home sales are booming. That's a report came out on TV from September last year, September and October this year. September's sales going to fall in October. October looks to be a bang-buster year for house sales. Go figure, right? Did you have to pay a dowry if you marry a Muslim girl? That's what I did the first time. Dowry. We call them dowries. Gary T, did you have to pay a dowry when you married Ruth? Is that common in the Philippines?
No, dowry here in Philippines only for tribe, like Muslim and tribe in the mountain, like, what do you call it?
Yeah.
One that,
Sulat.
Sulats, like that.
Hey, honey, what did that Australian pay for his wife from the tribe? Remember that? The attorney was telling us?
Yeah, because he went to the Sulats.
He went to Sulats for his wife, and tribal. And how many?
Tribal.
How many cows?
Cows is 30 cows.
30 cows.
20 carabao.
20 caribou. Goat.
20 horses, and so many because
many.
Once they know that you can afford that one, they will ask more. So like that.
So, and I don't know if he's still married to the lady or not, but the attorney was telling me that he had to draw up papers on that. Of course, he legally couldn't tell me who it was, but he said that too much. He said this guy was paying horses, 20 horses, 30 cattle.
No dowry for Christian.
Yeah. Did you? Yeah. Gary, you can only pay dowry if you marry a Muslim girl. That's what I did the first time, so I can relate to it. So, Ken, you did? And they do ask for it. The tribe, now you can go to the tribe and sometimes say, okay, I want to marry this lady here, and they'll tell you what it's worth. Sometimes it's just cash.
Will say, I want house, I want car. So that's
even though they can't drive.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like the one I showed you last time.
Yeah.
The marriage in Mindinao.
Yeah.
It's 8 million cash.
8 million cash.
Jewelry. How much is that?
Obviously.
Deep plan that one.
80,000 US. Just to start.
Jack Eastman. Good
Jack.
morning.
Good morning, Jack Eastman. Just tuned in. Hello. How you doing, Jack? Jack. Fish. We got to put it on. Ruth could not believe it.
This is too big.
This is a big fish, wasn't it? $100,000 to marry a Muslim girl, and the relationship was she had to stay close to her family. And he says, we're moving. And she would not move from her family. But the father said, you have to. Now you're married. You have to do what the man said. And some of the guys have more than one wife, depending on who, Ken Unger, Jack Eastman just tuned. Jack, that was some big salmon you caught. 12 salmon. One was almost the length of your head to your waist. That thing was huge. I don't know what they weigh. Just give me a piece of that. Beautiful salmon. It took them an hour to reel one in, honey. Am I right, Jack? 1 hour? Huh? Jack Eastman, good morning. Christian Martinson, Judy. Bird, don't forget Kevin Nash. He also chipped in for some money for cake. Yeah, Kevin Nash did too. That's exactly right. Kevin Nash, high five. That's exactly right. And not only that, I have some things coming to some people that actually gave for the church, and I'll get that to you guys soon because we just purchased that yesterday. things for the church that the guys want. Food for the church. So don't forget Kevin Nash. That's right, Kevin Nash. Kevin, thank you so much. Kevin, we were talking about you yesterday on Bruce's stream. You're such a nice guy. And we want to thank you for, and I want to thank you for always being there for us. And you are a good guy. That's the guy. And we'll see. I'm going to go see Kevin when he gets here. Hello, Jack. Christian saying, I had to pay a dowry for Rose. I had to sign my life away. You're still signing it. She probably said, you know what, Bill? She probably says, I'm so happy to have a good guy like you. Bill, little people are scary. Talking about kids. Jim, I'm back. Hello, Jim. Good to see you. How we doing? Oh, we're doing okay. Showing, yeah, kilobytes are good. Okay, good. He gave $10. That's exactly right. And
You forget.
I forgot too. Kevin, did you forget? No, Kevin probably did. I mean, I didn't.
No, it's there in the books.
Oh, she's got it in a book. I got it in a book too over here. What's given? Miss Judy gave money. Tim gave money, and Tim gave money. Mike T gave. Kevin Nash, Christian, Bill Pruitt gave. Bill Pruitt. I almost traded my F-150 for an F-250, but I stopped because I really don't need it. The deals are tempting. Yeah, that's exactly right. They would be tempting. That was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Kevin Nash. Yeah, it was. And what it is, we put it in the book so I can keep up with it. Like we bought a couple bags of rice. We're stripping the rice. We bought some food. We forget too.
So we have books for the.
One of the family members. Someone has the honey badger. We gave for the need for that. We gave for the need of the house burning down. We gave for the need of a couple other things last week. Also of in church a few days ago. So that's in that book also. Yeah, James, go with what you think you need. Doing it means overpaying it. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right, Ken Unger. Jim is saying it's spending. Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, Jim. We had some new members at our church that come by, or they're actually visitors, that a lot of the areas, depending, are holding services, but they're limited on the intake of people and or coming to the church because of the current situation we're under here now. Now, I understand, like up at other places besides here, people can go out, people can do the things, but not where we're at. They're trying to keep a good car, and I would pass on it. But I've bought so many new cars in my life and wish that I didn't. I wish I waited a year or two and buy a used. My father, 2 years old, you get such better deals. And I doubt it's up. Bill Pruitt.
He's waiting for that one.
Bill, you need that one. That's what you need, Bill. Oh, I'm late, so I add this to the fund. Oh, Gary C. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gary. We will add that to the fund. I got my book here. I will add your name in that. We sure will. We'll put that in. We purchased. Well, there's need out there. Let me just say there's need out there. So we're giving food. Food is what we're giving. We're not. If somebody's in dire straits for something like hospital bill or something, and that's what we did. Someone really hospital bill, sickness. So we did that. Sweet. So thank you so much, Gary. So you didn't have to do it, but we appreciate it, and thank you so much for that, because it will go directly to the church for sure. I will make sure that for the food and things like that for the children in need. Here's an example. I'm going to give you an example, and I'm not sitting here. I'm not a beggar about this, but there was a lady that we have do things for. It's accountability. You understand what I mean? You action reaction. So she helps sometimes around here cleaning up things like that, and she's from the church and she's single. Her husband passed. Okay, and so she was telling us yesterday that she was
here yesterday.
She's here
the yard.
Yes, and she's cleaning the yard, and this is one of the ladies we give food to. Okay, guys, she's single. She has no job. She has nothing. Okay. So she's in the mountain anyway. She said she was so scared she couldn't sleep, as a lot of the mountain people live, as you know. And we have a lot of people at church still live by candle. Okay. And they
Like that.
And-
Heavy rain.
And it was like it was scary for her. And hear her tell the story, she was scared. And I said, well, who is it walking? Who came in your house at midnight? She goes, I don't know who it was. I'm too afraid to look, because sometimes, you don't know. You don't know who it is. So I said, well, okay, forget it. Go around the yard and get all these solar lights we have. They're battery powered. They're weatherproof, and give them to her. Just give them to her. We'll buy more, and I'm gonna buy more for her too, and I'm gonna buy more for the people on the church too. I just realized that yesterday. So they have light, so they don't have a problem, and they don't have electricity, so they don't have a problem with it. So she gathered up, I don't know, 3, 4 lights, 5 lights, 3 lights. Okay, 3 lights yesterday, so she can have it. So if someone comes up, we told her what to do, we told her how to do it, and told her all that stuff, so she can have light. And I tell you what, there's nothing worse. She said it's pitch dark out. Now, whoever it was had a flashlight. She could see them walking away. She could peer out the window. Imagine being in your bedroom. She's the only one there. She has no one there by herself.
And the neighbor is far,
the neighbor's like
far.
Yeah, like probably a quarter mile. And that they go to church here also. But she's up on top of that mountain on this area, and then you go up. You go up, and that's when the other church members are. And so we said, well, get Albert over there. He's 16, but Albert can't stay there all the time. So it was a worry for me. So I said, okay, so we will do that. So that's what I'll do. I'll put a need for that. So we'll order that and get that to them, her and the other families up there. And there's probably, I don't know, what, 3 or 4 of our members, 3 or 4 families, right? You got her, and you got the guy with the glasses I like, and then you got the other lady that lives up there.
4.
4. So 4 families. Okay, we'll get enough lights for 4. So they have solar. I mean, the lights are only $3 each, right? Not even $3 each, but they'll last a year or two. I mean, I've had these for probably 2 years out here. And they just, it's motion detectors, and they come on and they'll stay for a period of time and go off. So thank you again, Gary C. We'll put that accordingly. Mark, hey guys, you sitting on the floor? Hey, Mark, she grew. She got taller.
No, I sit on the
She sat on the floor. She sat on her legs.
because we sit on the couch.
Yeah, we sat on the couch.
It's more spinning on the
more spinning.
closer to the
It's less spinning here than over there, but it does spin a lot over there. Tom, I need that truck. It's an American Icon, and restored properly could be worth a lot, but it would also just be cool, just mostly cool. I tell you what, though, yeah, it's true. My uncle used to do that. He used to take those little trucks and fix them up. My grandpa was a blacksmith by trade, and that's what he used to buy those old cars and fix them up, and bend metal and everything else with it. But he's a blacksmith, a true blacksmith, hammer and bend that metal up to the knee. And they have him shoeing them old horses back there. But he's my grandpa was really a big guy. He's like my son. My son's 6'5", 330, and grandpa was like 6'7", and just huge, just really a big guy. But he would toss that horse around like it's nothing, but one of them tossed him around one time. I remember sitting there and I started crying. I remember the story. My mother comes running out there, and it nailed him right in the stomach. It was a mule. He was shoeing. And I asked Mom later on what kind of horse that was. She said it was a mule, old mule. Kicked him. But as you know, you have to pop him in the head. He'd pop him. Well, at certain spots, he would pop him in the head, get it to turn around, and set another. He'd pop it in the head right here with his fist, pop it around. So, because those mules, some of those old mules are mean, man. It was funny. I remember that story. The reason it's like, the talking about cars remind me of that. Makes sense. Howdy, BT. How you doing this morning? BT, how you doing? Mark Jones, thank you so much for the email I got on all the additional YouTubers. Thank you. BT, good morning. How is BT doing? Hello, Ken Unger. So Mark Jones, sitting on our legs. Yeah, we put a chair here. I says, instead of you sitting over here, why don't you just put a chair over here by me, and we'll try to do a stream like this today. So it's higher. Got to watch. Sometimes a little bit of love's going on. Likes playing on YouTube a little bit, so you have to watch her on instead of doing schoolwork, she's watching. Hopefully you're doing well up in there. And so, how is Mr. BT doing? We had a. I said, were they looking for food and things? She goes, I don't think so. I don't know what they were doing. I really don't know. She says that's never happened before. Her husband's been gone probably about 6 months. So I don't know if it's somebody looking for something or looking for money or looking for food. But I said, you got a lock on the door. They just kind of broke in. It was a bamboo door. It's it's nice. You know, it's a nice, beautiful bamboo house that her husband had built. So they have kids, but they're in CDO and they can't get here because of the honey badger. You can't just hop, skip, and jump over here because of the honey badger under restriction now we're under. BT, living a dream off the grid. Living a dream tomorrow, my day off. Hey, Ken Unger, congratulations on your day off. BT, living a dream up in the mountain. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. I noticed too. I noticed I got your cabin set up pretty nice. I noticed you said you had a little solar going on there. You got your internet, so that's good. So you're set up good, and it's nice to see that you got good internet, decent internet up there. We are looking at hopefully getting something on our end also. Uproot, yeah, living a dream. So, Kevin Ash, what is your latest dish you're going to cook? You having pizza tonight, huh? How did you even get that phone? Interesting. Okay. Living a dream till tomorrow's my day off. Kevin Nash. So BT, you're off tomorrow. Kevin, you're off tomorrow. I mean, Ken, you're off tomorrow. Car sales though is hard business, tough business, hard business. Mark Jones, Mark King. How are you guys finding the relationships? Well, let me ask this question. As it is right now, in the current situation you guys are under there, are you finding that the relationships are getting better or worse? And what I mean by that is family sticking together, family kind of pulling apart, is family kind of doing their own thing, and is it same as usual as before? Are people sticking together? You know, you kind of know what are people sticking together and doing things that maybe they need to do to maintain a life. I have a friend of mine down in Florida that was telling me that he went to the store and it's like it was business as usual. No one wearing masks and things like that of that nature. So I know here you have to wear a face shield and you have to wear a mask. In some places, depending, you have to wear long pants too. You're required to wear. You can't wear shorts. In fact, we were at a couple of places. They said, "Sir, you need to wear long pants before you can come in here." And I said, "Really? Yeah." So it's new rules. So okay. So obviously, I did not go in, and you have to just. You know, why the long pants and why, I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the honey badger situation, but it was a situation where you go to the mall and what do you mean? I got to wear long pants? You know, what is that? So you just have to be prepared. In other words, take an extra pair of pants with you and throw it in your bag. But really, you never know. And so things change. So you got to be pretty adaptable, really. You really do. You have to be someone that can adapt to any given situation when you live in here, for an example, because you never know what will happen. It's like I can remember when I was living in Florida, it was like an every day basically stayed the same. You know, you go watch a football game, you go down, go to the pub and the bar and have a good meal, and you know, and then leave and then do the same thing the next time. But here it's just, and it has been that way ever since I came here. You just never know what it would be. I mean, when I first got PLDT, I had to go get an MBI. I couldn't get an MBI. I had to go get an MBI. That was really something that I was really, what do you mean? Well, you had to go get it just to have it because they want to make sure you pay the bill. I said, well, I'll give you a yearly up. They said, no, you can't. We want to have that information to do that. So let's see here. Let's see, I missed a bunch here. Sorry about that. It's great. It's OnStar, but it's pretty good. I just burns gas in the car. Oh, okay. Oh, it gets pretty good signal. It burns gas in the car. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. An AG class in high school actually knocked the horse out for kicking me out. It earned me a nickname, Conan the Barbarian, for a while. Just wish I was that strong again. Yeah, I know. I know. You know, I had one kicking me one time when I was feeding it, you know, throwing hay over the trough there, and kicked me really good. I was in high school. I tell you what, and I'll never forget it. You really have to watch them because they will kick you. I had it was an instant, and a bull will do the same. A cow will do the same too. Don't think a cow won't kick you. It'll kick you too. But I was chasing down a calf, got out of one of the field one time, and I was chasing down that calf, and you know, I was wearing me out. I got to tell you, I said, "Where's my you know, bicycle?" I'm chasing this calf, and I finally get the calf, and you know, I pick it up and bring it back up to the thing, and is all I could do. And I stopped a minute and sat down, and I had it by the ear here, holding it, kicked me right in the chin, right here. Oh man, that thing hurt. Bill Pruitt, I would have been a good handle. Yeah, Bill the Brute. Bill the Brute. That's exactly right. Would be a good handle. It's a strain, but makes you appreciate what you got in family time. It does. It does. And you know what? I realized a lot of stuff I had in the past, it's just stuff. You know, it was, for me, it was just stuff. Now, I realized it was just stuff. I didn't need all that stuff. I mean, who needs 5 weed eaters? I mean, I didn't need 5 weed eaters. I got one. It does a great job. The reason I had 5 weed eaters because, you know, couldn't get the thing running. This, that, and another. Got tired of them. Went and bought another one. Come find out it was all the gas thing. That's the reason I bought electric. Everything I buy here, I don't buy anything that has gas. I will not buy anything gas here. When I get a car, eventually it's going to be gas and electric because I am not buying it. I'm not buying it if I can absolutely help it. I will, if I have to. If I have to buy a car, I'll buy a gas car. I will buy it, or diesel. My family is never a close family. I have not heard from any of my 3 sisters in over a month. Mark King, you know what? My brothers and I were always close because we kind of went and did our thing, and job, stress, life. And before you know it, a year goes by, you don't even realize it. Seriously. So, but now, forget about it. We're close. We're close. I have to be, right? Because we're getting up there in age, right? Not even phone call, really. Mark King. Well, you know what? I haven't talked to my brother probably in a month, and I do talk to him. I mean, we'll go a week and talk every day, 5 times a day, and then we don't talk for a while. But it's him and I is like that. But we do keep in touch through email or Facebook, so we're always in contact that way. So. You know, and he watches the videos and he'll comment on the video. Mark Jones, I had a short temper back then and no understanding of my own strength exactly. Oh, Wolfen, good morning, Wolfen. Good morning, sir. Good morning, good morning. How you doing, my good friend? Welcome, welcome, Mr. Wolfen. And thank you for coming on. Jeb, Tom, masks are slowly disappearing in the city. All stores have signed up, but most will not enforce the rule. Oh, okay. Yeah, they really, as you know, security guards here are really high-end. They will make you wear your mask and wash your hands and all that stuff. I mean, you can't even go to the mall here without washing your hands before you go in the mall. And they check your temperature. They make sure you wear the mask and the face shield. And they will watch and make sure you do that. You don't do that, well, you'll find yourself in a bad situation. I mean, you can't go in. You just can't go in. And which is fine. I understand that. I do understand that. Mark Jones, testosterone. Let's see. Breaking BT is saying, just stop by for a while, like the video this man. Have a great life. Thank you so much, BT. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time, BT, and thanks for coming on our stream. We really appreciate it. I mean, how do you do it, Tom? JG, how you do it? How you make a channel? Mitch Brumwell. I mean, there's so many of us making channels and this, that nature. You know, how do you do it? How you do it? And so a lot of times, I remember, I would never forget Wolfen. Well, I'm trying to get this camera to work, and I can't get this camera to work. And I remember BT. Well, I can't get. I'm trying to do this video, and it won't copy. But I remember back in the day when everybody decided to do a channel, Jeb Jam, and all of us. You know, even Arlene, Mars, all the Mars already been on. Arlene been on. MJ and Mars is already on. But there's a lot of. I mean, our relationships go back a long ways. Wolf and the Tennessee merchants have removed their 1 meter distance stickers. No enforcement anymore. So they've pretty well given up on that. The Wolfman's in the house. And you know what? I'm going to go visit old Wolfman when he gets down to Duma. Whenever all this thing's lifted on our trip. That's our next trip. We're slotted to do that next time. Shiner, BT. Yeah, we're slotted to make sure we kind of get in that arena. Go around. Duma, I want to go back. I want to go Bahol. Get up in that neck of the woods. And go back over to maybe Cebu, something like that. I saw somebody the other day. In fact, I think it was Rike said that 50, 15, and 60 or 65, right, can go under 15. Each area is different. Here it's 20 and below can't, 60 and above can't. So in between that range can go out, and they do check your ID. Big Daddy Professor, good morning. My brother host, how you doing, Big Daddy? How was everything? How you doing, my good friend? How is life treating you? And how is Daytona Beach, Florida? Did you do any painting today? Any housework, concrete work? What did you do today? So, Big Daddy, I was thinking about you the other day. You know, after I got off the stream. And I was thinking about Daytona. Is Daytona still under a halfway type quarantine? My buddy said that some aren't even doing anything there. It's like a normal day at the beach, normal day at the life there. Yeah, you will love the house and wife. Well, if I loved you, you know I'm going to love the house and the wife, right? Wolf and we'll go back a long ways. I mean, you remember the emails? I mean, that's what, 3 years ago? So we all go back a long ways. All of us do. I was looking the other day on some of our first streams, and it's like, man, a lot of you guys have been here for a long time. And thank you so much for doing about that. And Kevin, and thank you guys, Kevin and Judy and Bill Pruitt and all the guys monitoring our channel today. Christian, Brother Christian, monitoring our channel. You know, too, if you guys, I see we have 44 on. If you guys want to drop links to your channels, you're guys more than welcome. A moderator has to drop it. So if you guys want one of the moderators to drop your link, all you got to do is just ask them and drop the link and go check out their channels. I don't mind that. I'm going to do maybe in the future a live stream on all the people who want to grow their channels. I'm getting questions. Can you do that? Can you do that? Sure, I can do that. To help grow their channels, because I get people email me, hey, can you help me grow the channel? You know, in the beginning and help get that going. It's like I think it was 2 years ago. A lot of the channel. I mean, I just got lucky when I got my 1,000. I mean, I was really trying to get my 1,000 subscribers is all I could do to get 1,000. I had to watch ours, but I just couldn't get the 1,000 subscribers. And it's really hard getting subscribers to go anymore. You know, it's just one of those things that's hard to do. So, yeah, and I appreciate that, Wolfen. I'll make sure you have plenty of food when I come then. Let me make sure I'm on here, okay? Yeah, let's just see here. I'm refreshing my page also. There we go. Oh, what an ugly looking face I have there. Huh. What is that face? Huh? That face
So,
ain't too good.
yeah, and I appreciate.
Yeah, we had live chat. Yeah, even that Big Daddy. Yeah, let's see here. You will love the house. Yes. Hello, Big Daddy. You and the family welcome always. Thank you, Wolf, and you are too. You're welcome here anytime. Anybody's welcome. Just let me know you're coming, so I make sure there's nobody else here. You know. Big Daddy, everything is open. Really hasn't been bad the whole time. People weren't really wearing masks on the beach or in the water. Maybe 1 out of 100 on the beach. Yeah, that's what kind of they were saying, Big Daddy. They were saying this really kind of just thinks it's normal. Uh, you have, of course, the elections are coming up, so things will change depending according to what happens there. Uh, I know that I'm oblivious to what happens in the U.S. I only know what's happening around me. But then again, too, I only know what's happening around me. You know, when people say, well, I know what's happening here in the Philippines. No, they really don't. You only know what's in your area. And you see the news and you go on this town. You go, you don't know really I don't really know what's happening in CDO. I'm not there today. I just can tell you what's happening from the friends that I know live there. And that's what I do. I reach out to my friends at Bohol and CDO and Davao, and I ask, what is going on? What is the latest there? Anything new? So we have buses now. We can actually go to Davao, which is nice, which makes for a very nice ride, you know. So that's nice. Uh, but really, here at this current time, you almost need a vehicle to kind of get around. You really almost need a vehicle. And I'm talking vehicle anything further than, 30, 40 miles. You can go a motorcycle, you can go anywhere you want. But the problem is the rain and the storms and everything else, and you get stuck out. You don't want to be out on a motorcycle and stuck in a storm and you pass the deadline for the honey badger, because you cannot stay over 24 hours somewhere or you might find yourself in quarantine. And they will put you in quarantine too. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. They have a bus ready for you. They have a van that make people stay in it. If they're passed, they have to wait till they fill up that, and then they take them to the quarantine station. Big Daddy today was prepping a house in Oviedo, and then ripped off some bands at the bottom of the few-inch window. Then went to Pop and did a little drywall. So, man, Big Daddy, you're all over the place. If you went to Oviedo and then headed up to Apopka, that's not like no easy feat. Whether you go up one of the roads there, going by UCF or whatever, or take the expressway. Oviedo is a beautiful place, and so is Apopka. It's growing like crazy. But it's good you're getting business. So it's word of mouth business. That's good. And congratulations to you for that. There's a fake Philly in the Philippines. Same pitch, same name. Space and name at Philly. You know what? Kevin, yeah, I was attacked by Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Came to my channel, left quite a few messages yesterday and day before. Tropical Tim in the Philippines. Then I had a bunch of other ones that came on my channel and drop, and then come to find out they were fake. But they had figured out how to put a link. That it was all good. No negativity. It was all good. And of course, it could have been them. But I don't know. I don't know if it was or wasn't. But they figured out how to do it. Yeah, there's ways you can do that. So I can see them do that. Yeah. But they do that. There's quite a bit of that. It's okay. There are many that do that though. And I had who else was it yesterday came on my channel and what they'll do. And as you know, what happens is someone will comment on a video that you have up maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, but the YouTube recommended it. And so you'll get comments, and sometimes you miss them, or they're in spam, even though it's a good comment, or they're not recommended, or something, or it's recommended, but it's a spam spam or hidden or whatever it is. You have to go in the Creator Studio and find them. I had over 81 comments in there on the spam, and 70% were good. I had 100 and something, I don't remember how much, in the other part of that same section that you have to constantly check, that you don't know, that people are just messages. A few from Wolfen, a few, and it's just went in there. It's not that they're blocked or anything. You just went in there. So you guys go online. You have to go on the computer. Make sure. I very rarely go on the computer on my channel. Very rarely. Go on the computer and check your ones that you missed, not responded. It has it not responded, and you may have 10, you may have 100 in there not responded. So you might take a look at that. Yeah. Yeah. There are some doing that. There are quite a few guys that figured out how to do that, and they're doing that. Yes, Kevin, they are doing it. There are we had I don't know, quite a few that were I blocked in the past, and I saw them leaving comments. They're all good comments, so I left them. So I'm not gonna do that. I have a little over. I probably I don't know how many really, but I have this many in the blocked. As you guys know, I have a lot of trolls come on the channel, and so I have this many. It was in the blocked that we've blocked and hidden through the years. As a lot. It's easy to get that. Yeah. And you know what, Kevin? That's the thing. There, people. I don't know. How can I say need a job? Need a job because that's all they got time to do and make up stuff like that and cause havoc and trouble. I mean, if you want to cause havoc and trouble, I mean, go dig a ditch or something. Go do something else. But a lot of people just love doing that, and they just love giving people heck on the channels. I mean, as you guys know, I have that other channel that I have. And slowly but surely it's growing, and so I spend my time with that channel and this channel, and then we have Ruth and I have a music channel, and then she has her channel. So it really keeps us busy on just keeping those doing, and then we have a life outside of YouTube. We do other stuff, but and then of course I have my emails that I do. Ruth and I have decided that we've always done this, but we help each other out. Like if I see she's busy and she has a lot of comments, I will help her do them. So you may see a different tone or something like that in how I write things, because we help each other on that, because sometimes she's not able to get to them. But I want to respond to mine in a timely manner because people ask me questions and they want an answer. Like, where exactly can I buy that welder? Well, it was in there the other day. I don't know how it got deleted. I put the link in there, so obviously somewhere along the lines it got linked. So, Big Daddy in the house, good to see you. Yeah, Ken Unger, Big Daddy's a good guy, really good guy. Big Daddy is a Daytona Beach boy, man. Been around a while, prepping a house, Novito. Yeah, faking the Philly, just based at the Philly Inn. And I tell you what, though, Kevin, I don't know what the benefit would be that. I mean, what would be the benefit to do that, right? I don't understand what the benefit would be. But I get them. Like, people haven't commented on my channel in a while, but I'll see a comment, and I saw them, and I go, oh, okay, whatever, and I just answer back and go on. Bill Pro, Tom, I used to think I was a troll until Rose told me I was Prince Charming. Then I was confused. Bill Pruitt, you're not a troll. You're really a good guy. And I know it's hard. I don't care who you are. It's hard. It's hard. It really is hard. No, you got to feed them, clothe them, and all the other stuff, and you got to get groceries. You got to maintain. You got laundry. You got all the stuff you have to do. You know what I mean? And Rose is working. She's working hard times there. And if she's a frontliner, she's working really hard. Yeah. So that's right. More successful. Yeah, more successful you are, the more that you get. Yeah. That's true. And that's true, Kevin. You're right. And that's what happens sometimes. And then I get people say, oh, you finally come by on my stream. It's like, well, I was there 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry I missed your stream. It's like, oh, it's like, oh, you know. But the more people you have, that say you have that you're linked to on your notifications, and thin, and you're trying to help other channels grow. But then again, too, sometimes it's, do they want to grow themselves? And you try to explain to them. And I keep telling everybody, don't put all your efforts in the live streams, man. You want to put your efforts in the videos. Don't put them in live streams. Video is the best. What is YouTube? It's all videos, even live stream video. But do videos that you're comfortable with, because live streams will just. How many people go back and watch live streams? Not that many. They watch the videos. Where did you buy that welder? You went to CDL. Let me go see that. Or you did this and you did that. Or you making ice cream. Oh, I want to see that one again. So, but they don't go back and look at the live stream because they're not going to sit there for the 2 hours you're on. They're not going to sit there for the hour. Now, they'll go back and maybe do points and this, that, and other and things like that. But live streams can wear you out. You can find yourself 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, and find yourself wore out. Hello, Judy Fisher. Hope everything is well. Big Daddy's saying, more successful. Sorry, I was eating some broccoli and warming up some chicken, parm and meatballs. I got to tell you, I'll tell RR. She wants to know, Big Daddy, what did he eat today? She says he hasn't eaten stuff in his house. I said, man, when we go to his house, we're going to eat well. You know what? Broccoli and warming up some chicken parm. Oh, man. I tell you what, I bet you, and I'm going to tell you something. What is your favorite dish to make, Big Daddy? Kevin can make a favorite thing besides broth. Big Daddy, Kevin, is you guys talking? Judy, Big Daddy, hello everyone. I missed. Wolfen, trolls want the candy from you, but leak Bion box. They do. You're right, Wolfen. Enjoy your broccoli, Kevin Ash. I go back and either run or watch live streams. Yeah. Big Daddy, come here. Exactly. So what is your... Big Daddy, what can you cook the best? What is your most favorite dish that you cook that you'll eat? Is it a pasta dish? Is it burgers? Is it fries? What is your most steak? What is your dish? Chicken parm? What do you do best? Italian, right? If you're Italian, Judy's Italian. I know Judy can make some great dishes. In fact, Judy, you've gave Ruth some great recipes, man, and thank you for that. But you know what? I just love everything I make. Yeah. Yeah. Mark King is saying, I used to see some chicken strips for breakfast. I had some French toast I had made. I tell you what, I think it's a guy thing. Guys love grilling, right? So guys enjoy grilling. I haven't grilled here. I have to say that I used to grill every meal in USA out. Every meal, including breakfast. Every meal. But I haven't grilled here. Now, why haven't I grilled? I can't get the stuff I want. I can get it today, but tomorrow I can't get it. So I can't get the, I can't get the fresh mushrooms I want at the moment. I can get the onion, but I can't get the meats and the stuff and the roast beefs and stuff like that. I could do some cooking and grilling and things like that. I can't get a good chicken, that I can grill out in rotisserie and cook. So it's just, I can get chicken. It's just frozen. You guys know where I'm headed here. I don't want to grill out no frozen chicken. I got to run. Store back 10 or less. Thank you, Kevin Nash. Thank you for always coming on. And I tell you what, Big Daddy, something that I used to make. It was kind of like a chicken Alfredo. I made my own sauce, Alfredo sauce, and that was actually pretty good. I used to make that. Go to town and get the stuff that we need. So, which is really a stress on her, because not only that, that stuff is heavy. It's heavy for her, and I like going and getting all the stuff because I like stuff I want to get. I can tell her to get me stuff, but it ain't getting me stuff that I want to get. You know what I mean? Because I'm a shopper. It's like, oh, I'll try this. Let's try something. It's like me going to town for her. I wouldn't get everything. God bless you. How is your wonderful wife? Everything, hopefully okay, my good friend. I miss you, Steve. Steve, how's job? How was everything there? Hopefully everything is okay with your job. We had everything is okay here, Steve. I talked to Ollie yesterday. We're still under. That's another great guy. Ollie's doing good. Having some problems in the restaurant, cook. Ollie pays them salary every day. And if they come in, they get paid. And so if they have no business, he still pays them. It's not like they work there for free, right? So they get salary every day. And can you believe people don't show up? I said, man, if it was me, I'd go sit there, clean the floors, and get it all done, and just sit there and wait for customers. No customers come in. I collect my money. Easy peasy, right? But he's having a hard time keeping people. I had to fire a cook. That's the thing. I don't know. He's having a hard time keeping people want to work. Maybe it's the life and times we're in, guys. I thought about that. I asked him. It seems like the life and times we're in. Before, he had people banging on the door, I want a job, I want a job. Now it's like, this is the norm. I need a holiday already. I understand that, Steve D. I just asked Jersey Mom, and she said, all my dishes are top notch. I really am fortunate. I have been blessed with many different skills. Yeah, Big Daddy, I'm going to tell you something. You can actually, you do great. I'm going to tell you something. I saw you paint everywhere. I get it on my head, on the wall. I get it everywhere. Even climbing up the ladder, I get it on the ladder. So, your painting skills, top notch. Your carpentry, your faucet, all that stuff that you do is top notch. Doing the shower, top notch. I saw you doing that, and doing that with the concrete, top notch. So, good for you. Good for you. You're talented that way. And you know what? You're talented as being in the police force too. So, yeah, the past I've been known, if I ever break an egg yolk wrong, I will throw it out. Yeah. Well, Ruth and RR really, RR is really becoming a great cook because of her mother. Ruth can cook just about anything. If you tell her, and so she's learned to cook a lot of Western dishes. She can make American spaghetti. She can make really good American spaghetti. She can make American spaghetti non-sweet. That's what I like. They eat sweet spaghetti here. Their sauces are not what we call our sauce that we get U.S. It's not like you can go buy Hunt's tomatoes, So you can't really make your own sauce. You can, but if you can get the tomatoes. But Ruth is really good cook that way. Mark King, I need a holiday from my retirement. Mark King, you're enjoying every second of it. I know you are. I know you're happy, and I know you're excited. And we talked about this a few times. And I'm happy that you are retired and everything is well. I want to do a shout out to Mr. Michael and Heidi. Congratulations on getting Miss Heidi to USA, guys. Congratulations. She got the visa. She's in U.S. Wow, now a month. I'm just guessing, give or take. So shout out for that. Congratulations to Miss Heidi back into USA for a while. Yeah, I understand that. Ruth and I today, I don't know what we got on agenda. We're going to try to fix our garage. A small leak. It started raining yesterday at 2 o'clock. Then power went out at 2:30, and power stayed out until, I don't know what time it was. I'm guessing 8:30, 9, I don't know. And so power went out. So, Dad, you got to be prepared for that. People say, oh man, I've been here in the Philippines, my power's never gone out. Well, good for you, but where I'm at, it goes out all the time. Now, when I lived in North Town, it never went out. In the year or so we're there, and even over at the other house, it never went out. Never went out. So in the 2 years in North Town, never went out. Out here, every day. Same company, same lines. They're probably 10-kilometer apart. Why? They have electric all the time. But get this. Water was out every day. No water. Water here has been out maybe 2 times or 3 times since I've been here in the 4 years, 5 years. Or, excuse me, 3 years. I'm sorry. 3 years. So there you go. There's the difference. So no water, no electric. I'd rather have, but just, get more water. But the electric's okay. I hear my solar's running like crazy. It's charged up. Yeah, it's overcharged. It's overproducing power, so it's throwing it off because I have nowhere to put the power. In other words, it's charged up everything that we have, and we have nowhere to stick the power that's running now. Let's see, I'm trying to get back on again. I can't read the comments. Okay, hold on. I'm getting there. How's my internet? Yeah. Let's see here. No, bitrate's good. Okay. It's just this internet I'm on. Here it is. Man, look at that face. What is going on with that? What is that? Angry face, huh? Our Ruth must have pinched me at that time. My beautiful wife, she has cake to do today.
Angry face, huh?
Yeah. Here we go. Back on. Yeah. I just asked your mom. In the past, I've been known as breaking a holiday from retirement. I mean retirement. Wolfen, you're retired, aren't you? Right? Aren't you retired? I think I'm trying to remember. Ronald, I think Ronald's still working. Ronald Pound's still working. I had I retired 59, 60. I had enough. I couldn't take it anymore. And so I came here and said, okay, let's give it a whirl. I said, I'll figure it out. And if I need to go back to U.S., if I needed to go back, I'll go back to USA. You know, and that's how I looked at it. So if I needed to whatever, I go back. And could I find work? No. I probably end up making $9 an hour somewhere, something like that. But it's okay. I managed the 2 years to get retirement, whatever. But yeah, I said I'll figure it out. I'll sit and work at whatever. I'll go back to night desk clerk or bagging groceries at Publix. It don't matter to me. It's not like I'm humble. I don't care what I do. Clean bathrooms. I don't care. Work sanitation department. I don't care. So, stuff like that don't bother me. I'm not that used to. I wouldn't do that. But it's amazing how things make you humble. I do that. What do you mean you're working $9? I wouldn't do that job for $9 an hour. Well, I'll tell you why. It's money, and I need the money. I need to survive, and so why wouldn't you do the job at $9 an hour? And it always ended up better for me in the long run. I think the Lord put me there for one reason, and it ended up better. And I ended up being a boss, or extra work. Instead of 19, I'm making 18. Or. It varied, and sometimes I get a job by being on this job, and I get another job, and it paid, quite a bit more than I was making, And if you're making anywhere, it's not a lot of money, but if you're making anywhere from $18 to $20 an hour, that's pretty good money. So, and I would start out at 9 in a lot of cases. I mean, I worked that night desk clerk for a year or so, $9 an hour, and the perks to that job was the guy was a millionaire. He's from Sweden. And the guy was a millionaire, and the perks of that job is, it included food. It included if you want to stay at the beach at the hotel at no charge, you could do that. You didn't have to pay for the room. There's a limit, of course, but there was benefits to making that $9 an hour. I worked the night shift on purpose because it was 11 to 7, because I didn't have to deal with a lot of the stuff every day. I had enough of everything with iPhone. Kept me pretty busy. Tom, have you ever considered getting an electric shunt to automatic switch from line solar when the line shuts out? Make electronics last longer. I have it. I have a shunt. You can't see it. It's a white box on that panel right there, and it flips on automatically. So when power kicks off, I can flip it on. It will kick on, but I flip it on. I just flip it on. 1 minute delay or something, and then something like that. I just kick it on, but it just kicks on to the solar. I mean, we had light and everything. We had TV. We had fridge. We had internet. We had everything we needed. Fan, and we had everything we needed. The house over there had electric. We had everything we needed for the time frame when it was out. It's just it's a nuisance, The only thing I don't have on this setup here is that aircon. I could put it on there to shut everything else down, but I don't need it. I don't need it. I have a fan. If you get the house cool, it stays cool for a couple hours. But you open the door. Of course, if it's raining, that's usually when the power goes out. If it's raining, it's cool. But if it gets hot in here, I just go outside. How was that for a trip to the store? Kevin Nash, that was less than 10 minutes. Man, I should have timed you. Hold on, let's look at your last message. 9:35. 9:51. 11 minutes, right? 45. No, 12 minutes, 11 minutes. Huh. You crossed your finger and used savings until Social Security kicks in. Hey, good for you. You had no emergency that sucked up your reserves. Exactly, Kevin. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. You're exactly right. And luckily, I didn't have any emergency happen. I prepared for that, meaning with the insurance and things, and I prepared for that in case something did happen. But yes, I was prepared. In other words, I thought every step of the way. It's like when I decided to do this house, I thought every step of the way to get to the point. What if this happens? What if I have an earthquake? Will this house hold up? We never even had an earthquake here. But I thought about that. What if I had a fire in the house? Would the house hold up? So I thought about every. The reason I felt law enforcement do security was because security paid more, and at the time I was under income requirements for Rose Visa. Prison guard salary didn't cut it. Yeah. Prison guard salary can be. I understand that. Even the guys that guard here, they don't make that much money. You know, I know they don't. Does your insurance go up a certain age? Good, you don't have conditions before you go there. Yeah, and some Kevin Nash here will cover pre-existing condition. And yes, it does go up. Now, you at 70, but you can get coverage after 70. You can. And so it does go up with age. And these insurances, honestly, all those scammers, all in this earth. Every insurance company to me is all scammers. I'm going to have to end up, even though I have insurance through her policy, but I'm going to have to get a policy through Philippine here, because these foreign companies like Aetna and United and all of them they're just a bunch of scammers. Blue Cross Blue Shield, all that stuff. Here you can get policies better that will take care of your need here in private hospitals and all that other. There's one called MaxiCare. It's really a great policy. Cerritos is a great policy. MaxiCare, what they do, they load a card of $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. It's a credit card, and they let you know what you're going in for, and talk to the doctor, and they just load your card, and then that covers you up to that amount. Anything over that amount, you got to pay it. But usually the hospital will get with the MaxiCare and let them know that it's going to cost $3,000 for this, and say, okay, so they load your card for $3,500 US. So this is enough in case other things happen. Anything over that second, you have to pay that. But at least you're covered up to that part, and you can get out of the hospital and things like that. Mark, did my stepbrother own a janitorial company? I worked for him 3rd grade up to 9th, so never do that type of work, even if it means I live out on the street. Yeah. You know what? I've said that too many times in my past. When I was sitting there with a shirt and tie on, I ain't going to do that job ever again. But you know what? I found myself, and I think what it is I ended up being humbled. And I tell you what humbled me. Let me tell you what humbled me. Right here. When I fell off the roof and almost died, that humbled me. When I was sitting there in that operating room, and I was emergency at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and the doctor says, we've got to get him on something here. He's going to die on us here. And when I heard that, he says, hold on, get him under, give him a shot at this. And I said this to myself, I said, if I live through this, I'm gonna be a better person. And from that second on, I decided to try to do the very best I can. And I did. I was scared. That woke me up. I mean, listen, guys, I'm 50-something years old climbing on roofs, 10 stories high on a ladder. Come on. So I was pure strength, like a bull, climb anything, do anything, pick up anything, go anything, work 20 hours a day. I could do that, and that woke me up. So when I fell off that roof at the Marriott and fell at the pool, fell on the deck of the pool. I realized, and stood up and walked. No ailments, no bruises, no pains, no anything as I was coming down. God help me. And I got up and walked away. Rushed to the, which was probably, I would say probably, you know how big Marriott's are. It's not like you can get from there to there. Ran from there all the way to the security. Was probably, I'd say, quarter mile. So I ran there and then had them take me to the emergency room. One of my technicians took me to the emergency room. They said that I had to go there because for them coming there, and then I had to go back. It's better if they take me there because that time frame coming here and that, but because my life was in danger. So they took me there, and they were waiting for me when I got there. Put me on the bed, and I realized then, I says, okay, this is worse than I thought. And they said, we got to get him some blood here because he's really bleeding out. So I realized, they said, eighth of an inch, you would have died. That's the difference. Who would think I cut in a hand? Eighth of an inch. Yeah. Was tile on the pool. Tile on the, cut my hand. I have a pre-existing, let's see, where's it at here? Does your insurance? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I only made 9. I have a pre-existing condition. I speak my mind too much. That could be harmful. I don't think it counts as health condition. Yeah, I understand that. It's okay, Bill. I like the way you are. Just keep, it's okay. Guy spending $500 a month for $500 a month, wife, self, I know. Yeah. Yeah, you can spend anywhere from $100 to $500. You can spend more than that. The best thing to do is get a plan here, is get a card set up through the card program, and they just load cards, or you buy a card for all conditions, pre-existing including, and the card costs you like $150 for the year. And I set up a couple of friends of mine with that, and that's what they're using. So, and a couple of friends that's been on our streams before, and that's what they're using. Yeah, guys spending up to $500. Kevin, I did it back to 6 paid 8 for 65. That's low bill. Yeah, prison up mission $10.89. Yeah, I know that when I got hired at the job, I said $9 an hour. I go, man, $9 an hour. And the other jobs I did, you know, as a vendor, I said $9 an hour. Yeah, I worked for a company one time working on the weekends. I said $9 an hour. I said, man, but you know, so I couldn't complain about it, and I would just bank that money would go in the bank, and then the big check would go in the bank to bank it, you know, so I could come here with, you know, some money, and I didn't have to worry about it. Yeah, 06 making $8 an hour. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I was never a parts driver. I was a driver for delivery for office supplies. They paid $600 a day, but you had to take your expenses out of it, like fuel, and it was $600 a day flat rate. And you had to take your fuel out and everything else, food, things of that nature, and your insurance. And you had to have, and that did not include, you had to have your own insurance, your own liability insurance. But the problem was, it worked you in the morning from 6 a.m., 5 and 6 a.m., and you'd be out at 6, 7, 8 at night. So you ended up with, you know, $300 or $400 profit, maybe if you're lucky. But it worked you. And I'm talking, you know, hauling, you know, 50 cases of paper from your truck or your truck. It had to have a box truck. You had to have a box truck. Your box truck to the office. And so, as you know, my box truck will be full. And so $600 a day was a lot of work and all that stuff. They'd fill it for you. I just park my truck overnight and come back and pick it up the next morning, and they'd fill it for you. But it was like, oh man. The bill, yeah, Kevin, might have been $950. I was a parts driver, guaranteed. Iron Man Tom, still going strong. I did. I mean, I have to tell you, I said, I'm going to, you know how it is. You're falling, you're saying, I know I'm going to get hurt here. And so when I got out of the hospital, I owned the company. So as I'm sending the hospital bill, you know, $45,000, I said, there's no way I can pay this. I had insurance, but it ain't gonna cover that. And they called it because of my neglect of safety, not having a safety harness. And you're right. I should have had a safety harness on a ladder. So, and I didn't. So I ended up with that. I ended up negotiating. I had to pay my surgeon 10 grand to do this, but I negotiated that. I actually went to right in the office and sat with the head administrator, and I said, I'm not paying $45,000. I don't care. I don't care what you do. I'm not paying you $45,000. I said, this is my business. I'm selling it, but I'm not giving you any money. I said, I have a credit card right here. You can have what's available on this credit card. Nope, I'm pursuing you. I said, okay, go ahead and sue me. About 30 days later, I'm getting a phone call. How much you got on that credit card? I said, I don't know. How much? What's the requirement? I said, well, I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you $2,500 on that $40,000, $44,500. And they said, nope, it's okay. See ya. So 30 days later, she calls back. You pay us $3 grand today. You can consider the debt paid. This is Florida Hospital. I said, nope, $2,500 is all I have on this credit card, which I had more, but it's the principal thing and how they were treating me like dirt and sell my house and everything else. And I said, that ain't gonna fly with me. So they negotiated $2,500. I walked away from it. But you can negotiate hospital bills. So I realized then, I said, but I'm a business owner. I had to be smart. I was being sued, people falling and chemical in their hair, and I got this scratch right here and stuff like that. So you had to be smart in business there, or you get eaten. Cookie Monster will eat you. It's like what's that thing called that go around the screen? Pac-Man. That's what I felt like sometimes. I'd be down here running from that dude around this way. Yeah. The lowest level of pay I worked was $1.75 an hour. Minimum pay at the time was $2.25 or maybe. Oh, I'm so sorry, I missed you. Kevin, for a big salary, higher, small areas lower. But prison guards make flat rate. Oh, no OT. Security offered me $9.50. Yeah, no OT. See, that's the thing. You got to have OT. The lowest pay I worked for is $1.75. Was that $2.25? $2.50 if it's family. You can pay less than our minimum pay back then. I tell you what, isn't that something? Isn't that something? Corrections officers now makes $42K. I was going to say, they make good money now, don't they? Gary T, you and your family have Philippine health? Yeah. Yeah, we do. And we have, and that's the thing. There are, and I just did a video on this, and there are other policies you can do. They actually created their own internal policies now. If you buy a policy from them, you go to their hospitals, and there's a major hospital in each one of the major areas. And if you go that and you buy a policy from them, and it's sort of like there's a group of Florida hospital. You can pay like, I forget what it is, a minimum amount of money, and you can have a Florida hospital insurance plan. So anywhere you want to go in Florida, if there's a Florida hospital, you're covered under that plan. And so they do the same thing here under their hospitals. There's probably, I think I counted 13 or 15 hospitals around me here. I mean, literally. And then you can go 30 miles north of me. There's some really big hospitals there. And there's many. There's more than, I don't know, it's probably 15 or 20 hospitals. And I'm not talking like small building, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 floors. I'm talking hospitals. Even here, I'm talking hospitals. Now, there is one small hospital that I like to go to. I'll be honest with you. It's a small hospital. It's like 2-story. It probably has about 100 beds in it. Or USA certified. So when you go in there, they put you through the rigmarole. It's like your blood pressure. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's make sure you're up to the standards there on what's going on here. So before you go in that room, that doctor's got everything on you, blood tests, whole 9 yards. And, in U.S., you and I know it's going to cost $500 or $1,000 to get a blood test run. They run the blood test right there, and they have it done in 15, 20 minutes. And they have everything on there. So it tells everything. I mean, it's computerized the whole 9 yards. I went in there when I had typhoid, and I was in and out of there in an hour. And sir, you got typhoid. This is what you got to do. We're going to put you in a hospital. I don't want to go in a hospital. We're going to put you in. You need to go in a hospital. I said, I don't want to go in a hospital. It wasn't about the money. I mean, I walked out. It cost me $10. So I said to myself, the whole thing cost me $10. So $10, 500 pesos. So, and I had to go buy the medication, which ended up costing me $20. So $30 for my typhoid. So I said, but if I had to spend the night, I think it's like $20 a night. But it's semi-private, semi-private. I mean, they're nice rooms, aircon, nice. They had private rooms, semi-private, 2 people in a room. But I said, well, no, can I be treated at home? And she said, yeah, you can. You actually can. So she gave Ruth a list. This is what you're going to do. This is what he has to take religiously. He has to do this. He has to do this. He has to do this. And to get me over the typhoid. Let me tell you something. That typhoid kicked my butt. I thought I was tough. I wasn't tough. I did not know where I was at. In fact, I did live streams. I don't even remember doing it. That's how bad I had it. I had typhoid for 2 weeks before I went to the doctor. She says, you're crazy. Your blood pressure's out of sight. Your temperature, you're so hot. You're way overheated. What is wrong with you? And I said, well, I thought it was just the flu. And she says, and I did live streams. I didn't even know I was sick. I mean, I knew I was sick, but that's hard-headed, toughness, Scottish, Irish, you know what I mean. Hard-headed. Hard-headed is, my wife says I'm hard-headed. But she made me go. $1.75, Mark King. I remember starting my first job, $1.60. But the best job I ever had is Fry's Food Chain. Started out really good money there. So I think it was $1.75. Started there. And the job I had before was $1.60. We ended up going to Tennessee. It was $1.62. But $1. And then on Sundays, I got double time. I remember making $20 a week, is what I mean. I didn't work a lot. 42K. Yeah, so Gary T, yeah, we have Philly Health. We have Philly Health, and I have another little policy I have from U.S. And not a little policy, a policy Pacific. And then I'm thinking about buying a card for extra. Our minimum wage is $2.65 in 1978, my first job. Kevin, not in my area. They're lucky to make $25 a year. But the cost of living is less. Also, reality is more for your training online than I ever did working. Yeah. Reality is, Bill Pruitt, you've gotten really good at that. And a shout out and thank you for helping me with mine. And thank you for so much for that. I didn't realize I've been on almost 2 hours and I've been on 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's been a long time. Huh? I think I'll call the stream. Guys. Thank you so much for coming on. You know why, don't you? Gigutumko. Gigutumka? I'm hungry. I had breakfast, but I'm hungry again. So I think I'll call the stream, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming on and spending a valuable time with me. And thank you so much. We'll have another live stream on Friday morning. And I don't know what I'll talk about. I don't even know what I talked about today. What did we talk about? I don't know. No, I'm teasing relationships. We talked about a little. I want to thank everybody. Thank you. Yeah, me too. More year. Yeah, me too, Tom. Wolfen. All right, Wolfen, thank you for coming. I'm Bill Pruitt, Kevin Nash. As Woods as you get, but a state pay scale. So they raised the pay scale on the state level, huh? You know what, Kevin? They need to do that. I mean, that's a hard job, your life, with those guards. I would have pan-fried salmon with garlic butter for dinner. Looks tasty. I tell you what, I want to get some more salmon. She's supposed to got some today, and she didn't go yet, so I don't know. I didn't ask her. But I did live streams during that time. I did like 6 or 8 live streams, guys. I don't know. I don't remember them. See you. See y'all in the next few. Thank you, Kevin Ash. Thank you, Mark King. Thank you so much, Bill Pruitt, Gary T, Wolfen. Thank you so much, Mark King, Mark Jones, Kevin Nash. Thank you so much, Wolfen, BT, Steve D, Judy Fisher, Mama called. Ken Unger, thank you, Mr. Ken. Maureen, Michelle, and King. Big Daddy, the professor, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Go back. I can only go back that far. It won't let me go back any further than that. But thank you so much, guys. And God bless everybody. And thank you so much for always coming on our channel. And thank you so much.